Yeah, this is Angel from Los Angeles.
Angel, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. So I'm starting everyone off. I got to ask you. We came into the season thinking one thing, but it looks like things have changed both on our schedule. The schedule is no longer the gauntlet we thought it was going to be, as well as the fact that USC is looking well. I mean, is as advertised. It literally is exactly as advertised. What is your new expectations? What is USC ceiling for the season?
Well, first of all, I had us at 10-2. That was 10-2 was my prediction, but now I think we can go undefeated.
Oof, I like it.
Yeah, I think we can go undefeated. And the reason I think we can go undefeated is I think that I believe that the Penn State game is going to be the game. I think if we beat Penn State, it's all downhill after that. I think we're going to probably have another close game with Nebraska, but all the other teams, I think I feel very comfortable that SC will beat the rest of the teams by 1 or 2 touchdowns. And the reason why I say that is because I believe our defense is getting better game after game. So they're keep improving. So it's going to be interesting to see them in Michigan. But I think they're gonna handle their business in Michigan. I feel very confident that we can come out of there with a win.
Yep. I mean, you pretty much nailed what my thoughts are. I think it's be obvious for my prediction at the end is getting a lot clearer. I came in after that scrimmage before the season, before we saw the first snap at LSU, and I said 10-2. After watching LSU, not really sure exactly how good LSU was. Knew that offensive line was really, really good, but knew Nussmeier was good. They had good receivers at that tight end, and Emery's a damn good back. So I knew what the defense was doing in the offense. The offense left some points on the board in both games. I think, like Matt says, I think that if they could clean up the ball security, I think this team can absolutely go undefeated. The key to this thing is we're chalking up wins here. You still got to go to Ann Arbor and play a game. You still have to take on Wisconsin and Penn State at home. And regardless of how bad the offense looks in South Bend, their defense gave us fits last year. So I mean, I'm with you. Again, I'm not gonna give my actual score. Could it be 12-0? Could it be 11-1? We don't know. I'll wait till the end of the show. But I'm absolutely even more bullish than I was at the beginning of the season. Matt, you get to cheat towards what you got going on or no?
Well, I think the other thing that's really important is that the halftime adjustments. If you notice, the halftime adjustments have gotten better. So I'm also feel very bullish about that. I'll let you guys go. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, Angel. Great call. Matt, and you want to add anything to that before we got the next call?
Well, just, before the season began, I was on record saying that the two most likely losses were Michigan and Notre Dame, and that like a third loss might crop up, because I was saying 9-3. Third loss might crop up just due to attrition injuries. But now it's hard to see USC losing to both Michigan and Notre Dame. Might lose to one of the two, but not both. So I'm officially upgrading to 10-2 for this team. Not ready yet to go 11-1 because I need to see that offense clean things up, be a little bit more responsible with the ball. But we can just let that happen. Hopefully it will. And then I can upgrade and revise upward one more time. But I'm at 10-2 right now. And hey, 10-2 gets to the playoff. If you still said right now USC is going to be 10-2, I would still take that deal. I know a lot of people are now thinking 11-1 instead of 10-2, and I get that, and that makes plenty of sense. So I'm not going to tell anyone that they're wrong. I would add that FanDuel came out with some early week 4 lines, and USC opened at FanDuel as a 2.5 point favorite. So it's likely that USC is going to be the betting favorite in every remaining game this season. I kind of wish USC would be an underdog once or twice just to provide a little bit more motivation. But there's no question that the landscape is better for USC now compared to before the season began. So I do feel pretty good thinking that this team can get 10-2, and if it does, that is a playoff season, and a playoff season is an unquestionable success. But why not go for 11-1? Why not go for 12-0? Like, so I don't want to kind of rain on anyone's parade or be a Debbie Downer. I would say that it's so early in the season that we don't know how many plot twists are going to occur down the line. I would still say, if you want 11-1, great. I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong, but I will still be very happy right now with 10-2, and we'll obviously see where the journey leads us.
As they say in boxing, styles often make fights. And I think to an extent that's true in college football. So what I'm thinking is, when I look down USC's schedule, what team has kind of the style, whether it's through their defensive or offensive scheme, that's going to give us trouble? And when I look at the schedule, I keep coming back to that Nebraska game. I think they're going to have a good defense. I think they're probably going to stop the run, and I think that could be a difficult game for us. I was wondering what your thoughts are on that. And the second thing is, so Tim, as you know, I criticized Riley all season. I said we'd lose to LSU and we'd go 9-3. So how does it feel to be right? Because you were, and I was wrong.
In preseason, people can make lots of prognostications. I made a lot of guesses previous year as well that didn't come true. I a little bit unfair. If you notice, I was kind of like that 9-3 hedging 10-2 camp, and then I got to see that scrimmage, and I went, holy crap, because I hadn't seen a lot of the team on team stuff. So missing out on those team drills, just saw a lot of really routes on air and stuff I didn't really know, but just the way this team was carrying itself, even I don't really know how to explain it. It just looked like a team, the way they talked, the way they were all kind of just on one page. They sounded identical to each other in interviews. I mean, everything about this team said team, and you could tell this team really cares about each other. I mean, Bear's not getting a lot of reps, and I was kind of watching him on the sidelines and stuff, because I want to see, is his head down? Is he like, what's going on? Blah, blah. He's up there celebrating, high-fiving guys, and he's into it. So no sulking going on that sideline. This team seems really united. I'm sure it's not all perfect. Obviously, it's a football team, 85 scholarship guys, but this team seems like they have a purpose. It's almost like they got pushed, their face in the dirt by the schoolyard bully. And they're like, and then they went, with those the old comic books where he lifts weights, he gets really strong, and then he comes back and kicks the crap out of them. I see that's how this team looks like to me. They got really embarrassed. Riley got really embarrassed when he said, hey, look, all right, enough of this crap. I'm going to go get the best coaching staff in college football for my defense. And he did. And now they're showing it on the field. They got bigger. They're clearly got that mojo going. And I'd hate to be some team in their way. And they seem singularly focused, Matt. They seem like they just really, really have it switched on and know they're going one game at a time. And Roy Bandoliers, really quickly, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Getting in here. It was really nice to see Mike playing guard. Really, really, really cool last game. Can't wait to see what his ceiling is as well. But did you give us your ceiling? Okay, we need an upgrade. You can't get out of here, Adam, without telling us.
Yeah.
What do you see for this team? What's USC ceiling in 24?
I'm thinking that we are likely to go 10-2, but there's a possibility of 11-1, and I do see a playoff berth. And with Miller Moss at the helm, who I think is the next Drew Brees, we're going to be really dangerous.
Can't argue with any of that. I mean, I think our new ceiling. I don't see a team in regular season beating us, Matt. If I look at my schedule, I'm not saying we can't lose. I'm saying right now, snapshot 2 games in, where our health is, all things being equal, I don't see anybody beating this team. Now that can change dramatically with, if we get hit by the injury bug, if one of these Big Ten schools actually find a quarterback to throw a forward pass, I mean, it could change outside of Valor. So yeah, I'm right there with you. I think there's special things for this team coming, and as long as they could, like we talked about again, as long as they clean up that ball security, they stay healthy, sky's the limit for this team. And it's definitely not Michigan. And by the way, I love thank you, Gabe, in the chat for bringing it up. Hey, Michigan, where are you guys? You guys lived in our chat for like the better part of the first 3 weeks of the season. Where did you all go?